The masculine is passive and the feminine is the active. What? This doesn't make any sense. But it's true, we have it backwards. What we see out in the world is form, and we see the masculine running around doing everything, and we see the feminine being passive. In sex, the man is the one putting all the energy in, and the woman is lying there and receiving it. But that is so much conditioning. In relationship, in truth, in consciousness, the feminine is the active and the masculine the passive. What we have to let go of is the idea that the active is effort. We try so much in our daily lives, and there are so many things that we have to do. The masculine, in its essence, is nothingness. And it is through that nothingness that spontaneity and activity comes. Because that spontaneity and activity is the feminine moving through the masculine and out into the world. With this video, during my morning meditation, I realized that I had nothing to do today. There was no will moving through me. And then I thought about an idea I had yesterday, that the feminine is active and the masculine is passive. And I felt all of this desire move up through my root chakra, through my sacral, through my solar plexus, up throughout my body. And that desire was to make a video about that idea. And now in form, that video is coming to life. This is the process of creation and the relationship between the masculine and the feminine. In consciousness, in truth. Where we get messed up in understanding this whole thing is that typically we think of relationship as a dyad, as two parts, masculine and feminine. In truth, relationship is a triad, it's a trinity. There are three parts. There is the masculine, there is the feminine, and there is the relationship itself. In holy relationship, this idea for a teaching that I have, that I'm very excited about, we talk of the union. We talk of the beloved, the lover, and love, so that we can do away with the thought that a woman is feminine and a man is masculine, but instead to understand that we are all the beloved, we are all lovers, and we are all loved. And so to approach these principles from a standpoint of unity. And that is important so we don't project our other half onto an other. If we are men, we don't want to project our will onto a feminine, saying, oh, this woman is causing me to do something. As women, we don't want to project our masculine onto men, thinking that if something doesn't manifest, it's their fault. We are all channels for the divine. We are all channels for Sophia. Sophia being the one spirit that we all are, the one consciousness. And the true union of masculine and feminine is to understand true thought and true will are one. That the lover and the beloved are one. That it's all you. That there is no separation in consciousness of the masculine facet and the feminine facet of consciousness. And that they are all the same consciousness. That thought and will are one, that the masculine and feminine are one, they are all Sophia, they are all consciousness. And when we begin to identify as masculine or as feminine, then that leads us into separation. Whoops. Got a little excited. That leads into separation and divides us and keeps us in our ego, rather than being Sophia, the spirit, the one spirit that we all are. Now in alchemy, we're talking old school esoteric shit here. These principles are known as mercury, sulfur, and salt. Mercury is the masculine, it is thought. Sulfur is the feminine, it is the will that rises through us, and salt being form. And the gold and the philosopher's stone of the alchemist is the union of these pieces. The feminine and the masculine come together in one, and their union moves into form, and the self of form is transformed into a higher being. And so there's the transmutation of the body into a higher vision, into gold. Now with alchemy, this principle is very useful because it shows us that the masculine and the feminine are not separate, that they are different and unique aspects of the same trinity of oneness that we are. Another way to teach this is through the three principles of you and who you are: movement, being, and expression. Movement being the will, the desire that moves into and through you and gives you energy to do the thing you want to do. The being, that moment when I was making this video and I realized that there was nothing I had to do today, and it was simply presence and peace, until the movement came through me and gave me all this energy to make this video. And then the expression, this right now, this actual expression of that will and of that being coming out into the world. And that these three principles are not separate, but they are actually one thing. That movement, as it moves through the body, becomes expression. That none of this would be possible without the being that is, without the presence that is, that being that which we are, that stillness and that grace. And no, it's just allowing the expression of what wants to be to come out of us. And there is no effort. There's no trying here. It's just all coming out and it's joyous and happy. With effort, it is as if we stop the expression of consciousness, of Sophia, of love through our trying, that it puts a block in front of our heart. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this video. Remember to like and subscribe. Click the buttons. There's one here and one here. So subscribe and like these ones. These ones. And remember to allow yourself to be who you are. Let the love move through you and express all of the love that you have to give to the world. Once again, I'm Charles. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.